Hi guys, we're back again. Miss Mickey here in my backyard with Billy Bear. Remember him? He brings me an animal every day to learn about who lives in my backyard. Yesterday we talked about the lizard, and we've talked about what was this? What was that? Good job, it was the owl. How about what was this? The fox. What was this? The bat. And this was the flying bat, right? And let's see, we had, what was this? The bluebird, the blue jay, very good. And our very first animal was the armadillo. The armadillo, did we leave anyone out? Oh, what was this one? The raccoon. Very good. Well, today Billy Bear has a new friend. And I know I'm curious. Are you curious to see what else lives in my backyard? Let's find out. Hello, Billy Bear. Good morning to you. Let's see. Ooh, I know that all of you have probably seen one of these. Maybe not this color, but you've seen a snake. This is called a garter snake. And he lives in my backyard. He lives in my front yard more than he lives in my backyard, because snakes, this is how you say snake in sign language. You take like a V and you put your little finger in there like a tongue, okay, and you roll it on the ground. Snake. And you could sound like a snake. Snake. So, like I said, I have more of these in my front yard than I do in my backyard, because snakes want to be warm. They want to be warm and they like to be in the sun. And there's not much sun in my backyard because it is full of these great big beautiful trees. But my front yard is more of gardens, so there's not many trees out there. So the snake likes to live in my gardens, and I tell you what, when I'm pulling out some weeds, a snake will run out from there, and I get a little bit scared, just a little bit scared. He's not going to hurt me unless I try to hurt him, or if he thinks I'm going to hurt him. But I back up and I let him run to a new hiding place. And then I think, do I still want to work in the garden? Because I'm not sure if there might be another snake there. But I go inside and I'll have a snack, and then I'll come back out to the garden. I just leave the snake be, because he's not dangerous. He's not dangerous at all. So let's see some things about a snake. Some people have snakes as pets. Do you? I wouldn't want a snake as a pet, because they creep me out a little bit. But some people have snakes for pets. And like I said, they're awake in the day, and they like to lay in the sun to keep themselves warm. And they live anywhere. They can live in the grass, they can live in the swamp, they can live in a forest. They definitely live on farms because they go after the chicken eggs. That's what they like to eat. They like to eat chicken eggs. They like to eat rats and lizards and mice. They'll eat other tiny little animals. But they like to, their farm is probably the most favorite place snakes like to live. And they live in my garden, and they do live in the park. So you gotta be careful. And if you ever see a snake, get your grown-up, okay? Don't go by the snake by yourself. Get your grown-up, say, oh, there's a snake over there. And then they can either tell you to stay away, or they can look from a distance and go, that's a cool looking snake, isn't it? But don't go near them, okay? One thing that snakes will not eat is frogs and toads, because it makes them sick in their belly. It's not good for them. So they won't eat the frogs and toads. So frogs and toads are absolutely safe around the snakes. And they like to live in caves. They like to hide in caves. Remember that book when I had the bats? Remember what else was in there? Let's see. There is a snake. Yeah. Yeah. And when snakes grow, they shed their skin. We shed our skin all the time. Every time you take a bath, you are washing off old skin. Sometimes, if you rub yourself when you're sweaty, you can actually see that skin. You can actually see the skin, but you just wash it off in the tub or in the shower, and you got all clean skin underneath, all new skin. Well, a snake stays in its skin until he grows, till his whole body grows out of it. And then he crawls, because his skin has to come off. And he'll crawl, let's see, he'll crawl through a branch or through a hole in a brick. And as he crawls, the old skin gets stuck there, and the snake crawls right out of his old skin, and he leaves the skin behind. I have some snake skin. When we get back to school, I'm going to bring it in to show you, because I have some snake skin. It's very dry, so it's delicate, so we have to be careful with it, but I'll bring in some snake skin and show you what I mean. Maybe even some of you have seen some snake skin where the snake just crawls right out of its old skin and leaves the skin behind, and he still looks perfectly fine and is the same color as he was before. Yeah, so let's see what the question is about the snake, okay? Let's see. Ooh, is a garter snake venomous? That means, is it poisonous? If it bit you, will you get really sick? That's what that means. And let's see, what do you think? Do you think the snake is poisonous? It says no. They're not poisonous. However, their bite can still be dangerous. So keep your distance and don't bother the snake. Okay? So that was fun, learning about the snakes in my backyard. Have you ever seen a snake? Have you ever seen a snake? Remember, don't go near them if you do. Okay? Tell a grown-up. I'll see you soon, guys. Come back again and see what's still living in my backyard. Bye.